Did Boosie just pour gasoline on a situation that was already spiraling out of control? Flushed face. Because according to the latest drama lighting up hip-hop social media, new footage connected to King Harris has started circulating online, and fans believe Boosie might be the one who helped push it into the spotlight. And if that's true, it could explain why people are now asking how T.I. is really feeling about all of this. Over the past few days, clips, rumors, and heated reactions have been spreading across TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Some fans claim the footage shows King Harris in situations that are fueling even more speculation about his personal life. Others say the internet is doing what it always does, taking random clips and turning them into viral controversy. But here's where the story gets complicated. Because this situation doesn't just involve King Harris. It pulls in T.I., Boosie Badass, years of tension between the two rappers, and a history of public disagreements that fans haven't forgotten. And when those pieces collide, things can escalate very quickly. So what exactly was in the footage that started this latest wave of internet chaos? Did Boosie actually leak anything? Or is his name simply getting dragged into another hip-hop controversy? Let's break down everything that's happening and how this situation reached this point. To understand why this situation is suddenly everywhere online, you first have to understand who King Harris is and why so many people have been watching his every move. King Harris, whose full name is Clifford Joseph Harris III, is the son of Atlanta rap legend T.I. and singer-songwriter Tamika "Tiny" Harris. That alone means he has spent most of his life in the public eye. From a very young age, millions of people were already familiar with him because of the family's reality television shows like T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle, and later Friends and Family Hustle. For years, viewers watched the Harris family grow up on screen. Birthdays, family arguments, music careers, everyday life. And when a child grows up with cameras around, something interesting happens. People start to feel like they know you personally, even though they've never met you. By the time King became a teenager, he was already a recognizable face in the entertainment world. But like many celebrity kids, he eventually wanted to build a reputation outside of his parents' shadow. Around 2020, King began pursuing music seriously. He released songs experimenting with trap music and melodic hip-hop, trying to carve out his own lane in the industry. He even released an EP titled A Thin Line Between a King and a Pawn, which many fans saw as his attempt to establish his own identity separate from his father's massive legacy. Because being the child of a famous rapper can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, people already know your name. But on the other hand, the internet constantly compares you to your parent. And sometimes, the scrutiny becomes overwhelming. Over the past few years, King Harris has found himself in the middle of several viral moments, some involving music, and others involving personal drama that spread rapidly across social media. One of the biggest reasons his name trends so often is because of how quickly clips circulate online. Short videos, live stream moments, random phone footage. Once something gets posted, it can spread across TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube within minutes. And that's exactly what has been happening recently. Over the past year, a series of clips began circulating online that sparked speculation about King's personal life. Some internet users claimed the clips suggested he might be involved in a same-sex relationship. Others argued the clips were taken completely out of context. But once those conversations start trending, it becomes almost impossible to stop them. The internet doesn't wait for confirmation. It reacts instantly. And before long, speculation can start to look like fact. King Harris has actually addressed these rumors directly. During a recent live stream, he spoke openly about the situation while sitting with his girlfriend and their baby son. In that stream, he made it very clear that he believes the rumors spreading online are completely false. According to King, the internet has been running with stories that have no real evidence behind them. He even pointed out that people were spreading multiple rumors at the same time, including claims that he had been kicked out of his parents' home and speculation about whether he was the father of his own child. For him, the live stream appeared to be a way of responding directly to the people making those claims. Instead of ignoring the rumors, he chose to address them publicly while showing his family life. During the stream, he and his girlfriend even joked about how much their baby resembles members of their family, pointing out similarities in facial features between generations. For many fans watching, it looked like King was trying to send a simple message. The internet doesn't know everything. Meanwhile, T.I. himself has also shown public support for his son. In several family videos shared online, the rapper has been seen spending time with his grandson, clearly embracing his role as a grandfather and showing that he stands by his family. That detail is important, because whenever rumors begin circulating about celebrity families, people often start looking for signs of tension. But at least publicly, there hasn't been clear evidence of that. Still, the internet rarely moves on quickly. Instead, it keeps digging. And once the rumors about King Harris began trending again, another name started appearing in the conversation. A name that instantly made the situation even more controversial. Boosie Badass. Because Boosie has built a reputation for being one of the most outspoken figures in hip-hop when it comes to controversial topics. He's known for speaking his mind in interviews, on social media, and during live streams, sometimes in ways that spark massive debates online. And when fans started connecting his name to the clips circulating about King Harris, the entire story suddenly gained even more attention. Not just because of the rumors themselves, but because of Boosie's long history with T.I. A history that includes friendship, collaboration, and some very public disagreements over the years. Which raises an obvious question. If Boosie really did have anything to do with those clips spreading online, how would T.I. react? Because when you look at the complicated relationship between those two rappers, things have never exactly been simple. And once you understand the history between them, it becomes a lot clearer why this situation is getting so much attention right now. That history, and the tension behind it, is exactly where this story starts to get even more interesting. And this is where the story starts getting a lot more complicated. Because once Boosie's name started appearing in conversations about the clips circulating online, people immediately began bringing up the long and sometimes messy history between Boosie Badass and T.I. These two rappers aren't strangers. In fact, for years they were actually pretty close in the hip-hop world. Both came up during the same era of Southern rap. T.I. representing Atlanta, Georgia, and Boosie representing Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Throughout the 2000s and early 2010s, they shared a lot of mutual respect. They collaborated on music, appeared in the same circles, and even talked publicly about working together on a joint album project. At one point, fans genuinely believed the two rappers might drop a full collaboration tape together. But like many relationships in the music industry, things eventually took a turn. And the turning point came from something that happened during a podcast conversation involving T.I. During an episode of his podcast, T.I. discussed a past legal situation involving a gun case from years earlier. In the story he told, he explained that his lawyer had suggested placing responsibility for the charge on his cousin, who had already passed away. According to T.I., the idea was that the case could potentially disappear because the person taking the blame was no longer alive. When that story began circulating online, it quickly caught the attention of Boosie. And Boosie did not stay quiet. During an interview with Vlad TV, Boosie openly criticized T.I. and accused him of behavior that many people in hip-hop culture consider unacceptable. The accusation sparked a massive debate online. Fans argued back and forth about whether T.I.'s story had been misunderstood or whether Boosie had a point. But one thing was clear. The friendship between the two rappers had suddenly turned into public tension. Boosie went as far as saying that a collaborative album they had previously recorded together would never be released. According to him, the situation had completely ruined the relationship. T.I., of course, responded. The Atlanta rapper denied the accusations and made it clear that he was not going to allow his reputation to be damaged by what he believed were false claims. What followed was a period of back-and-forth exchanges on social media. Videos, interviews, indirect shots, even diss tracks. At one point, T.I. released a song that many listeners interpreted as a direct response to Boosie's comments. Boosie then fired back with music of his own. For a while, it looked like the situation might turn into a full-blown hip-hop feud. But interestingly enough, the tension eventually cooled down. After some time passed, the two rappers reportedly spoke privately and attempted to resolve the issue. Photos even surfaced online showing them together again, which led many fans to believe that the situation had been settled. In later interviews, both artists suggested that the conflict had been misunderstood and that they had managed to move past it. At least publicly. But even when public feuds appear to end, the history behind them doesn't just disappear. And that history is exactly why people immediately paid attention when Boosie's name started appearing in discussions about King Harris. Because King Harris isn't just any artist. He's T.I.'s son. And that adds an entirely different layer to the situation. But the connection doesn't stop there. It turns out that the relationship between the two families goes even deeper. Boosie's son, Torrance "Tootie Raw" Hatch Jr., has actually been friends with King Harris for quite some time. The two have appeared together in videos, worked on music, and been seen hanging out in the same circles. In other words, these aren't two completely separate families. Their kids know each other. They collaborate. They spend time together. Which means whenever something happens involving one of them, the other family often ends up getting pulled into the conversation. And that's exactly what happened when another video started circulating online. In that clip, King Harris and Tootie Raw were filming a music video together surrounded by a group of people. But what caught viewers' attention wasn't the music. It was the props being used in the video. Several of the young artists were holding what appeared to be firearms while filming. And suddenly, the tone of the moment changed. Because both T.I. and Boosie showed up at the scene. In the clip, the two fathers can be seen confronting their sons about the image they were presenting. Boosie reportedly questioned why the young artists felt the need to include guns in their videos. T.I. also spoke directly to King, asking him why he wanted to promote that type of image. At one point, T.I. delivered what many viewers described as a serious lecture about the consequences of that lifestyle. He reminded the young artists that choices like that can come with real-world consequences. And both fathers emphasized that they knew exactly how dangerous those situations could become. Because both of them had experienced legal troubles involving firearms earlier in their careers. For a moment, the video actually showed something different from the usual hip-hop drama. Two fathers. Two sons. A real conversation about choices and consequences. Many fans praised both T.I. and Boosie for stepping in and addressing the situation directly instead of ignoring it. But even moments like that didn't stop the internet from continuing to watch King Harris closely. Because as time went on, his name kept appearing in new headlines. Arguments. Viral videos. Legal trouble. And each new incident seemed to pull his family further into the spotlight. Which eventually leads to another major part of this story. Because not long after that music video situation, King Harris found himself dealing with another controversy that quickly spread across social media. And that incident would once again push his name into trending topics across the internet. And this brings us to the final piece of the story. The reason King Harris keeps finding himself in the middle of viral conversations online. Because over the past few years, King hasn't just been dealing with internet rumors. He's also been involved in several public incidents that have kept his name trending across social media. One of the most widely discussed moments happened during a family live stream in 2023. During an Atlanta Falcons game, King went live on Instagram while sitting with his parents, T.I. and Tiny. What started as a normal stream quickly turned into a heated argument about his upbringing. King made a statement that immediately caught viewers' attention. He claimed that growing up wasn't as privileged as people thought and said that he had spent a lot of time being raised by his grandmother rather than living the luxury lifestyle people assumed. T.I. and Tiny quickly pushed back on that claim during the stream. They reminded him that he had grown up with opportunities most kids could only dream about. The argument went viral almost instantly. Clips from that live stream spread across TikTok and Twitter, with millions of viewers debating who was right and who was wrong. For many people watching, it was a rare moment where a celebrity family disagreement played out live in front of the internet. But that wasn't the only viral moment connected to King Harris. Another incident that gained attention happened at a Waffle House in Atlanta, where King was involved in a verbal altercation that was captured on video and later shared online. Like many viral moments, the clip circulated rapidly without full context, and it quickly became another topic of debate across social media. Some viewers criticized his behavior. Others defended him, arguing that young celebrities often face intense scrutiny for situations that might never make headlines if they involved someone else. Then, in October 2024, King Harris made headlines again after an encounter with police in Georgia. According to reports, he was stopped while driving a BMW after officers said he nearly collided with a patrol car while leaving a gas station. Police stated that they detected the smell of marijuana and later discovered a firearm on his person. The situation quickly became another major talking point online. Critics pointed out that just weeks earlier, King had been telling viewers that the gun-related image he used in music videos was simply a persona for entertainment. Supporters argued that young artists often adopt exaggerated images while trying to establish themselves in the rap industry. Either way, the incident added another layer to the public narrative surrounding him. And when you combine all of those moments, the live stream argument, the viral videos, the legal trouble, and the ongoing rumors, it becomes easier to understand why King Harris is constantly trending on the internet. But there's another factor that continues to make the situation even more complicated: the larger web of hip-hop relationships surrounding his family. Because at the same time all of this has been happening, several major rap figures connected to T.I. and Boosie have been involved in their own public disputes. One of the biggest names in that mix is 50 Cent, who has recently exchanged online comments and jokes involving T.I. and his family. When 50 Cent enters any conversation online, the situation usually gets louder. His social media posts often turn ongoing drama into trending topics within hours. So now imagine the situation from the internet's perspective. You have King Harris already trending because of rumors and viral clips of T.I. and Boosie with a history of public disagreements, their sons being friends and collaborating, and major figures like 50 Cent occasionally jumping into the conversation. All of those elements combine to create the perfect recipe for internet drama. Every new rumor, every new clip, every reaction, it all feeds into the same cycle. But when you step back and look at the actual facts, the picture becomes a little clearer. King Harris has repeatedly denied the rumors circulating about his personal life. He has publicly appeared with his girlfriend and their child while addressing those claims directly. T.I., meanwhile, has shown that he continues to support his son and his grandson. At the same time, he has also been willing to correct King publicly when he feels his son is making mistakes, something many parents can probably relate to. That balance between protecting your child and holding them accountable is something T.I. has spoken about many times. As for Boosie, his role in the situation remains largely part of the internet narrative. Because of his outspoken personality and his history with T.I., his name tends to appear whenever controversies involving that circle start trending. But whether he actually leaked or shared any specific footage connected to King Harris is something that viewers have been debating online. What's clear, though, is that the story has become much bigger than just one rumor. It's about the reality of growing up in the public eye. King Harris is only 20 years old, but he has already spent most of his life being watched, judged, and discussed by millions of people online. For celebrity kids, that spotlight can be incredibly difficult to navigate. Every mistake becomes a headline. Every rumor becomes a trending topic. And every personal moment has the potential to go viral. Right now, King Harris is still trying to build his own music career while raising his son and figuring out who he wants to be outside of the expectations that come with his last name. And as long as the internet continues watching his every move, the conversation surrounding him probably isn't going away anytime soon. Which raises the bigger question: how does someone grow into their own identity when the entire internet is watching every step along the way? When you step back and look at everything surrounding the story, it raises a lot of questions. A young artist trying to build his own identity. A famous father with a huge legacy in hip-hop. Internet rumors spreading faster than the truth. And other major figures in the rap world getting pulled into the conversation. It's the kind of situation that shows just how powerful and sometimes dangerous social media can be. Because once clips start circulating online, they can quickly turn into headlines, even when the full story isn't clear. And in this case, King Harris has already made his position very clear. He says the rumors about him are completely false. He addressed them publicly, showed his family on livestream, and called out the internet for believing everything it sees online. Meanwhile, T.I. has continued to stand by his son, while also making it clear that he expects him to make better choices moving forward. As for Boosie, his name being connected to the situation has only added more fuel to a conversation that was already exploding across social media. But now the big question is for you. What do you think about this entire situation? Do you think the internet is blowing things way out of proportion? Or do you believe the viral clips have raised real questions? And how difficult do you think it is for someone like King Harris to grow up in the spotlight while millions of people are watching and judging every move he makes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you think. Speech balloon. And if you enjoy deep dives into hip-hop news, celebrity drama, and the stories trending across the internet, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown.